How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, today's video is in response to Jason. And Jason, I'm sorry if I butcher your surname, but I think it's pronounced Pepe, so Jason Pepe. He posted a comment and he asked if I could do a video on how to start your sled if the recoil starter breaks. That's actually really good to know, so stick around. Alright guys, so all your recoil starter really does is turn your motor over. Once the motor turns, then your magneto is going to generate electricity, the electricity is going to generate a spark, and that starts your snowmobile. So if the recoil starter breaks, all you need to do to start the sled is find another way to turn the motor over. Okay, so the toolkit on the sled is one of the first things that I replaced. So these toolkits, obviously, they get good and rusty and they just look like hell after a while. So what we want is this. Your sled should have come with an emergency recoil starter. Okay, so this little plastic thing here is to attach to the primary clutch. I'll show you that in a minute. So we're just going to start by putting the this emergency starter rope through. And then we're just going to tie a little stopper knot on it. And I'm just going to take this socket, which we're going to use as a handle, and I'm just going to tie a knot around that. Now guys, you don't want to tie a loop in this and put your hand through it, okay? Just in case anything goes wrong, in case this rope gets stuck, because, I mean, this is actually a little bit riskier than using the actual starter on the sled. Okay, I'm going to take the belt cover off so that we can get at the primary. Alright, now this thing, when it hopefully starts, is going to have a rope wound around it with a little projectile on the end. So I'm going to make damn sure I do this exactly like it says in the manual, and that's to put this here, and then we're going to go around again, and I'm going to make sure that nothing is tangled, and I'm going to pull this tight so that there's a little bit of friction on that clutch. So that's the direction it says to pull, and I'm going to get things kind of close to the edge here. I don't want things going backwards into the belt. Alright guys, now some people might say this is overkill, but you know, we're going to have a piece of plastic on this primary clutch. Hopefully the sled's going to start. So, you know, A, be really careful that you're doing it exactly like it's in the manual. B, I don't think it's a bad idea to put your helmet on and put the face shield down, just to protect your eyes and your face. Alright guys, I don't know if you saw that, but this rope fired straight up in the air and ended up wrapped around a tree. You know, again, that's why I suggested you put your helmet on. This thing's a little missile, so you're better safe than sorry. Just be careful. So again, when you're putting the rope around it, make sure that you're just going around, that you're not overlapping or getting anything tangled. You know, you want to make sure that the rope is going to be free to come off and it's not going to slip down into that belt. And you know, again, make sure that you're holding that rope, but you don't have it wrapped around your hand. All right, the last safety tip, and actually this is right out of the manual, but it makes sense if you think about it, is don't put the belt cover back on. You know, tuck it on the back of your sled or give it to your buddy, whatever, but don't reinstall it while the sled's running. And obviously this thing's turning really fast. You just don't want to be working down here. All right, guys, that's how you start a snowmobile if your recoil is broken. You know, so again, just be careful, right? I'd hate somebody to watch one of my videos and then go out and hurt themselves. You are wrapping a rope around a clutch, and if you're lucky, that clutch is going to be spinning, and, you know, there's a certain amount of risk. You want to make sure you don't have any loose clothing that could get caught in that clutch. You want to make sure that rope is going to be free to come off when you pull it. Okay, so Jason, thanks so much for taking the time to post that question. I hope you found that video useful. Until next time, I'm Dave Clark, and thanks for watching.